Hi everybody, Red Pixie back with another video, and this video is a review of the movie I just watched on Netflix called Raising Dion. This was a wonderful movie. One, because the characters were black. I don't know if they were Adolf's black, but they were black. Usually the superheroes in the movie are either white, or what, or there would be someone from let's say outside of United States Black America, particularly adults, African descendants, not Africans, Americans. We all may have come from Africa, but in the United States, with adults, is focused on American descendants of slavery, chattel slavery. Now, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed this movie. And I will be decoding some of the messages that I found in this movie. But the part of the movie I like, it will go back with the memory, because it came on with Dion. He's 7 years old, and Dion begins to realize he has powers. His as he was pouring his cereal, the cereal floated around, danced around in his ear, basically levitated. And he just watched it. That's when he first realized he had powers. Then, and what we realize is his powers came from his father, who was trying to save a lady, and he saw what was happening to her, where the guy who is the storm, or who is the boy, the Dion named the what she calling him, the whatever he called the man, but he took his little powers and created he created a Lego of what the storm man looked like, and then he took his powers and burnt it and said that is what he saw. Told him that's what he saw outside his window. I forgot what he called the man, but he gave him some kind of creepy man, or was whatever he want to call the man. But anyway, come to find out that her best friend, Dion's godfather, which is her husband's best friend, turned out to be the villain, the storm guy that's been killing all these people. And what he was doing was taking people so he can survive. We end up finding out. But I was wondering what his connection to Dion was. In the beginning, he came off as this kind of geeky, type friend that's not really, that girls are not really interested in, because he just does too much, and I basically turned him off. But that's who he was. But it seems that he didn't really have any power because he was inside. And which just happened in this place called Iceland, when they had all these different color lights, and they was watching these lights, and I think they said there was 20-something people there that got these powers, but Pat, which is the godfather, couldn't find out. He was upset. He was upset, he said, because everybody else got powers and abilities. He said, but what it did was, I guess, made him sick. And it's a fox that Dion ended up healing. The fox was sick and Dion healed that fox. And that fox had the same thing that Pat, the godfather, had. Because he was dying. And he wanted Dion to heal him. Like he healed that fox. But he needed Dion to want to heal him. But he tried to force Dion to heal him by threatening to kill his mother. So Dion a very smart little boy. So he goes over there and says, Mom, so he gonna heal him. He gonna get better. He gonna change and be a better person. So he goes to heal him. And while he's trying to heal him, he literally has his mama pinned to the floor with pinned to the floor with one hand. He shoots fire out of his hand, and him and his mother runs out. And then him and his two little friends that was doing they were doing like a science project called Storm Killer. The stuff that the boy had in the thing, it kind of slowed down the Storm Killer. So it worked, but it really needed more than that, which it really needed Dion. And in the end, Dion had shoot the fires out of him. And and those two was back and forth. And then Storm is stronger than Dion, so Dion got knocked to the ground. But so the two children, so she figured out, I think the lady, they figured out that the some kind of power source or whatever would neutralize him. I forgot what she said, but anyway, she got this like a harpoon type thing. And they realized him being the storm, he can only see those that has the powers. So she came out there with the thing, and she took off running into him, and he couldn't. And while he was in that storm foam, she runs that thing into him, and while she running it into him, the boy, he went and got knocked to the ground. Dion takes the fire out of his hand, and him and his mama neutralized the power of the storm. And then the storm came with the little boy. He's upset. The little boy then they had a little boy on a farm where the storm took his father. But what happened was, I guess the aunt want to protect him, but his boy, he reads mind. He has telepathy. But because the storm took the woman already, because she was trying to stop him from taking Dion, stop Pat from taking Dion, she ended up using her powers to try to stop him. But he was stronger than her, so he pulled her into him. But for some reason, he couldn't pull Pat into him, and Pat was doing the same thing with his powers. So he really couldn't pull Pat into him. But Pat fell to the ground. And then while Pat laying there looking at him, because he was so powerful, I guess he was going to try to take Pat again. But the storm, not Pat, Dion, he didn't want to kill Dion because Dion is the only one that can heal him. So once he goes back to Pat, then Dion could heal him, but Dion not going to heal him now because he done tried to kill his mother. So in doing all of that, his dad came out of the storm and spoke to him and told him that this thing is energy. All it is energy. And he said it's just that it's energy in another form, and it's not going anywhere. It's still out there. And what that energy does went to the little boy on the farm whose dad was taken by the storm. And now when he killed his aunt, because his aunt should have let that lady help that little boy, but now the lady went, I guess she was going to help Dion, so the boy was upset. Who is Dion? Why you want to help Dion? Why you want to help me? So that's the Charlotte lady that the storm ended up killing, cause she tried to stop Pat from getting him, like you said. I should have took you to start with. I should have been took you to start with, because I guess he did not know that he apparently had to know who she was. But she always hid from him. That's why he couldn't get to her. But in the end, not realizing Pat was the storm, she couldn't hide from him. She tried to fight, which is what Dion did. Dion is a fighter. He don't believe me running and hide. So for the most part, you can't hide from it. And Dion didn't hide from it. Dion ran out there with his helmet on, and he tried to fight it. But so it was just a great movie. But the one thing that I got from it is the energy. So these different, I guess, powers or whatever that, that everybody has to fight with, that destroys them. It could be diseases like cancer. It could be economic woes and oppression, poverty. And then you have rich people. They gotta deal with a whole lot of stuff. Then you got the rappers. You gotta do the drugs. You gotta do these different things if you want to be famous. So all of these things that destroys humans is, everything is energy. So basically, from this movie, the the message that I got from this movie, Decoded, is that basically everything that harms you, that's out to get you, is energy. And basically, Pat wanted Dion to heal him. Pat wanted Dion to heal him, but he neutralized Pat into the energy. And then that same energy that is out there, that little dark cloud of energy that looked like it came into, which the little boy killed his aunt because I guess he just didn't want to be cooked to be in the house anymore. But I don't think he know the cloud killed his father because he saw it. But I don't think he know that the energy, that dark cloud went into him. Because as he was walking away from the house after he killed his aunt, the cloud went into him and he just kept walking. So the boy may not well, he's going to have to grow up. I guess we're going to see how that comes about on season 2. Because I think this is just season 1. I forgot how, I wasn't paying attention to how many episodes it was. But it was a pretty good show, and I can't wait for season 2. But anyway, I don't know if it make a whole lot of sense the way I described it. But if you want to get a good understanding of the movie, you can go to Netflix. You can look it up and watch it. And the thing about Monique came to my mind, she wanted us to boycott. Now, I didn't have Netflix at the time, but Netflix got a lot of movies, so I got Netflix now. But had I had Netflix then, when Monique said boycott, I would have boycotted. I just wouldn't watch no Netflix movies for a couple of months or whatever, in support of Monique. And I want to put that in there because it came to my mind. Because Netflix, when I think about Netflix, I think about Monique and her boycott. And now Monique is suing Netflix. So, and I hope she wins her case because she deserves to win her case. Because what Netflix is doing to black women, it's just not right. And Monique is pioneering, exposing them for who they are. So Monique, 2020 is going to be her year because she stood up to the power. Just like Dion stood up to Storm Man and he fought back. So that's the same thing. It's kind of resembled to Monique. Monique stands up to Netflix and she's fighting back. She's suing them. And Dion stood up to the Storm Man that killed his father, that took his father. And he stood up to him. Even though Storm Man is still out there and he went into the other little boy his age, still Dion stood up. And that's another message that we can take today. With all of this stuff that's happening in the world, all of this old way of thinking, the darkness that's always ruled. Light is winning. Light haven't won yet, but light is winning. Just like Dion won this battle, but the Storm Man, the energy that his father told him about, is still out there. So it's out there. So that dark energy is still out there. So we as humans, we're gonna have to stand up to the dark energy. And like Dion, we'll win that fight, but it's still out there. And we just have to just be aware and stand up to it and keep winning. So that's it for this video as I reviewed Raising Dion, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.